Bring it Today's game brought to you by Visit Henry County. Take your shot in Henry County, Indiana. Visit hoopsinhenry.com for trip planning ideas. And by the NLBC, your life connected. Alongside my broadcast partner, Jan Bozier, I'm John Cupo. And Jan, we are at the Hall of Fame Classic in the ever-heralded, iconic Newcastle Fieldhouse. And if Game 2 is anywhere near as exciting as Game 1, we have got ourselves a treat.
Well, I think potentially it has the ability to become that. Listen, both teams, again, really good offensively, but key, they're really good defensively. Both of them stay in the 30s defensively. Both of them don't turn it over, less than 11 turnovers a game. So there's that really good combination of great defense, don't turn it over, and score some points. That makes them very good ball clubs.
The Lake Central Indians come into this one ranked 10th in the state at 12-2. But they're going to have their hands full with the Jennings County Panthers team ranked 5th at 13-1, riding an 11-game winning streak. Both teams coming, Jennings County coming off a big win. East Central did show up the Trojans, 62-18 last Wednesday on the 20th. They handed it kind of a whooping, 62-18 against the Trojans. And Lake Central played a really good game. The score is kind of not indicative of how they play, but when you're going against Lawrence Central, the #1 team in the state, dropped one there at Lawrence Central, 51-38. But still, when you're playing teams of this caliber, things are going to happen, but they played really well. So it's going to be a great one. It's number 10 versus number 5. Let's turn it over to PA announcer Chad Newcomb for today's starting lineup, brought to you by Virtual Announcer. Mic'd Up and Virtual Announcer brings you the complete game day audio experience. Mic'd Up now delivers Game 7 to your entire athletic department with our Virtual Announcer and DJ Mike Game Day Radio. Screened to ensure a family-friendly yet electric atmosphere. Mic'd Up will change you hear the game, feel the game, experience the atmosphere. Contact Jake Hinson today for your demo at 317-649-3721 or at jake@virtualannouncer.org.
Number 34, Melissa Lukic. And number 40, Carolyn Archer. And now the starting lineup for the Indians. At guard, a 5'7" senior wearing number 2, Riley Molosner. At guard, a 5'6" junior wearing number 23, Vanessa Wimberly. At forward, a 6' junior, number 35, Ayla Krieger. At forward, a 5'10" senior, number 33, Anaya Bishop. And at forward, a 5'8" senior, number 4, Nadia Clayton. The head coach of the Indians, Joe Huppenthal. And now, let's meet the home team on the scoreboard, the Jennings County Lady Panthers. Today, the roster includes number 2, Avon Belding. Number 10, Ayla Belding. Number 11, Cadence Loban. Number 12, Claire Hack. Number 13, Riley Byford. Number 14, Addiston Grundon. Number 22, Ari Maldonado. Number 25, Alexis Carson. And number 33, Cheyenne Leslie. And now the starting lineup for the Lady Panthers. At guard, a 5'8" senior, number 20, Olivia Elmore. At guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 31, Molly Ernstis. At guard, a 5'6" junior, number 5, Madeline McIntosh. At forward, a 5'10" freshman, number 24, Anna Young. And in the middle, a 6' senior, 00, Julianne Wooder. The head coach of the Lady Panthers, Christy Sickler.
Well, Jan, you have Lake Central about as close to Chicago as you can get. And then Jennings County just shy of the Queen City in Cincinnati, but they meet here in Newcastle, Indiana. and one of the most iconic gyms in all the land, the Newcastle Fieldhouse, for Game 2 of our Hall of Fame Classic.
Well, you know, unlike the state tournament, you really don't know who's going to get there. These are pre-selected teams, so you know you're going to get pretty good matchups in these ball clubs. One of the interesting statistics that we looked at, Lake Central has nobody in double figures. They flat out score by committee. That's not a bad thing when you can have all kinds of scoring coming from all different positions.
The Jennings County Panthers in all white, Lake Central Indians in all black. And we are underway here in Newcastle for Game 2 of the Hall of Fame Classic, controlled by Lake Central. Ball in the hands of the junior Vanessa Wimberly, who put on quite the spectacular dribbling clinic here at half court during pregame warm-ups. Here's a drive to the hole, blocked immediately by Julianne Woodard. Right out of bounds, so 0-0 with the early block.
Yeah, the hands straight up.
So Olivia Elmore controls the offense for the Panthers. Down low to Woodard, got fouled immediately.
Woodard's 6 foot tall, and she averages under 15. They'll go to her a lot, John. Very strong, very physical young lady. They like to get her down low.
And Jan, you and I are sitting down here at courtside, and I'm guessing the media guys said 6 foot, but she might be just a little bit taller than
just
that.
Just ever so slightly.
She sinks the first and misses a second.
And once again, we've seen that after Game 1. Free throws, how important, John, down the stretch. When you lose by 2 or 3, you go, if only I could hit a few more free throws.
So Lake Central now working around the three-point arc.
Well, Lake Central averages about 57 points per ball game. They're a little more half court in.
Here's a three ball. Back iron no good. Rebounded by Woodard. Falls to the ground, keeps it. Down to the hands of Elmore.
Fire low! Pop up, Adam!
Here's Young.
You look at this Jennings County
Woodard, top
team.
jumper, got it.
John, you look at this Jennings County team. They have not a huge height advantage, but overall height advantage.
Wimberly just too quick into the paint. Already those ball skills.
Well, that was with her hands. The thing I see really quick is how quick those feet are. So quick hands and quick feet.
So those ball skills on display early.
She's putting quite the dribbling exhibition on, wasn't she?
And she sinks it for the three-point play.
Averages 7 points a ball game.
So here's Woodard now back into the hands of Elmore. Two-man game, pick and roll. Woodard down low, kicks it back out. Woodard, dump and dime, but lost it on the kick out. Nadia Clayton loses it.
Yep, that's double.
And she'll double dribble.
Yeah, lost control of that, dribble twice. You know, another key factor with both these, all four of these girl ball clubs we've seen rarely turn the ball over. All four teams under 11 turnovers a game. That's big.
Turnaround jumper in the paint, no good. Offensive rebound, Eddie Young. Tried to put it back up, no good. And now the Indians will push into the hands of Wimberly. With the left into the lane, no good. Rebound Woodard. Kick out to Ernstis. One-on-one, she got tangled up with Wimberly.
Well, that's just a great transition. Listen, if you're going to run transition, it starts with a good rebound. You don't rebound, you can't transition. Good rebound. She had a quick outlet pass, and clearly Jennings County wants to push it a little bit. She recognized nobody stops ball and got the foul.
So there's Elmore. Here's a three ball. Got it.
Bingo.
Molly Ernstis.
She's her leading scorer, so she gets that much room. Look for her to pop it. She did.
She gets close to about 16 a night. She gets an early 3 here. Good up and under, but couldn't finish. Malosnik.
Here comes the Panthers again. Boy, they're wanting to push.
Here's a 3. Too long. Backside rebound, Young. But a foul. Might go on Ayla Krieger. It does. Push in the back. So that's 3 quick team fouls here with just under 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. 2 more will send the Panthers to the line. Here's Ernstis. Now to Woodard. Down low. Woodard in the paint. Good look down low. Eddie Young on a good cut. So it's 8-3 here, Jennings County.
And we seen in game 1, John, that big lead
Poked away by Woodard.
was really potent in the first game. Let's see if that lead extends or what happens here.
Woodard working against a smaller Wembley. Good look down low to Young.
Timeout needed.
And that's going to force a timeout from Coach Joe Huppenthal. The lead is 7. Just over 4 minutes left to play here in Game 2 of the Hall of Fame Classic. You're watching it on the ISC Sports Network.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
the home of Hoosiers,
where legends live.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
a giant field house
and basketball courts in every park.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
family
and friends
and team
and fans.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
memories
and history
and future
and hope.
Basketball
lives
here.
Basketball lives here in Henry County, Indiana.
Hoops in Henry County. Take your shot in Henry County. Basketball destinations and so much more. Visit hoopsinhenry.com for trip planning ideas. Game 2 of a 4-game slate here on the ISC Sports Network at the Hall of Fame Classic.
Well, I think Lake Central talked about in that timeout, girls. You got to match the same intensity right now that Jennings County has.
3 balls short. And Jen, something that I've noticed right here early in this second game is just like the first one with Columbia City. The movement without the basketball. Backdoor cuts, top of the key, getting that backdoor cut, easy baskets underneath the rim.
You're exactly right, because you make yourself hard to guard. The easier you are to guard, the less likely you are to score. I mean, it's quite simple. It's sometimes hard to execute.
There was again, but in and out of the hands of Eddie Young. Seems to be a good combination. Julianne Woodard and Eddie Young on the same page, but just a little bit too heavy there on the pass. So Lake Central look to get something going here.
Jump to the ball. Jump to the ball.
Here's Wimberly. She's got the only 3 points. Baseline. Blocked by Woodard.
Yeah, not a lot of second opportunities right now for Lake Central either.
Here's Ernstis. 3. No good. Rebound. Here's Kennedy Burks in the game. Floater. Got it.
They needed that. Sometimes you just need that first one, John, to kind of get things going a little bit, get that monkey off your back.
So Kennedy Burks, only a 5'3", but she's speedy. You can lose her in a pack of wolves, and she was able to float it up for 2. Here's Woodard. She got hit on the arm.
I think we had this official at North Central yesterday. I believe we did. Just like us, John, traveling around.
We were out there at the Paul Logan Memorial Tournament yesterday. Fantastic tournament.
Such a great time.
Not just the teams that are out there, but for the cause itself.
Yep.
What Paul Logan meant to that school and that community. Julianne Woodard.
Woodard again right now starting the pace early for the Panthers.
There's Wimberly. Fast, but couldn't finish. Woodard with the rebound. Baseball pass.
Oh, man.
No good.
She threw a 90-mile fastball there, right there. That's a little hard.
3-ball, corner. Off the rim, no good, but a rebound. So stays in possession of Lake Central. Wimberly now, she'll reset the offense. Coming up on 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. Wimberly found a seam, but blocked from behind from Elmore. Wimberly had her beat, but Elmore was able to get her hands on it and then came off the hands of Wimberly after that.
Yeah, it looked like for a second that Lake Central may get it back, but they said she touched it after the block. Didn't see that.
So Elmore will bring it up the court. Across the timeline, guarded by Leonard. Ernstis. Down low, Woodard, down low again. And couldn't get it to fall, but Belding was there, Avon Belding. On another good look from Julianne Woodard. She's a tough guard.
No, you said it real well. Woodard just, when she gets that ball at the high post, really is looking for those cutters, and that's why you talked about ball movement or people movement without the ball. Moving without the ball is so important because then you give your passers so many options. And Woodard looks to pass, quite honestly.
So Avon Belding, junior forward, gets both.
Well, they just come out and really have played well early, they being the Panthers.
So under 2 minutes, the lead is 9. Where can the Indians find a spark? Is it Kennedy Burks? Riley Malosnik. Trying to find something here, working the top of the three-point arc. Malosnik, baseline. Got blocked from Woodard again.
Wow, Woodard's just been everywhere. Doing it on both sides, John, offensively and defensively.
So now Elmore, guarded by Leonard.
Under a minute, boy, this thing's flying.
Here's McIntosh now. Woodard. And she got a hold on the drive to the lane.
Well, she forced the hold because of the quick ball fake. Had the defender not ready, she went for the ball fake, and the only option, quite honestly, there, and it's not a bad option, was the foul because she had an easy lane clear up for the layup.
With that, puts the Panthers in the bonus, and Woodard already with 6 here in the first quarter.
Woodard just looks like that basketball player. We've seen some of that in the first game. Just ready to play. You know, just looking to pass, ready, good shooter, just really steps on the floor, super focused.
Can't hit the second. Ball on the ground, collected by Leonard. 3-ball. Front iron no good, rebound Woodard. Heads up, ball ahead, but intercepted by Kennedy Burks. 2-on-1, but kicked out to Leonard. She'll shoot a 3. Back iron no good, rebound.
Just not a lot of second chance points right now for Lake Central. Jennings County really doing a good job on that defensive glass.
And Coach Christy Sigler says slow it down for 1. Here's Ernstis. Getting it down to Woodard. Kicks it down low. And Avon Belding tried to go up with it. She got fouled in the process.
Well, Lake Central not really excited about that call.
That's going to go against Anaya Bishop. That's going to be her second.
Let's take a look. There's some contact there. That's a great angle to see that on the arm. Once again, as an official, you can body, you can do a lot of things, but if you reach or use your hands, the chance of a foul increases dramatically. It just does, whether you like the call or not. That's just the way it happens.
So Eddie Young gives Julianne Woodard a breather. Boy, what a first quarter for the six foot, and I put that in quotes as I say it, the 6-foot senior. Belding 6 the second one.
Really good start for Jennings County.
3 seconds. And a foul there. Plenty of fouls to give here. They won't shoot the bonus until 5, but just got to be careful of a shooting foul.
And then we start all over in quarter 2, the new rule this year. By now, I'm sure everybody has heard it 1,000 times. I haven't seen it be, it's really cool in quarters 2 and 4.
That ball knocked away. Belding gets it, got to shoot it, and just in and out. That would have counted if it went, but we're stuck at 16-5 in favor of the Jennings County Panthers over the Lake Central Indians. We'll come back with another 8 minutes of basketball. Game 2 of the Hall of Fame Classic on the ISC Sports Network. The lead is 11 here at the Newcastle Fieldhouse in Newcastle, Indiana, about 30 miles due east of the Circle City downtown. Alongside my broadcast partner, Jan Bozier, I'm John Cupo. And, well, Jan, by golly, we're at a lead of 11. That seemed to be the magic number from game 1. But this one seems a little different. It seems like Jennings County just has pure control of this ball game right now, and it's all due to the 6-foot senior Julian Woodard doing it on the block, doing it at the top of the key, looking for the open man down low, but on the defensive end as well.
Yeah, and listen, one of the things, the intangibles, Lake Central has a really long bus drive, and so you never know for young kids how they're going to adapt to that. But Coach was talking about their energy, guys. Listen, you're not playing with the same energy that your competitor is, and that's a problem. You've got to find it.
It's all right. It's all right.
So here's Elmore now. Working a pick and roll, knocked away. She gains control. Now the intensity has picked up. Here's Woodard, found down low, and a good look again. So Woodard to Etta Young has been a combination that has been working and continues here in the second quarter.
Panthers really move without the ball very well.
Here's Malosnik. Now to Clayton, cross-court pass. And Vanessa Wimberly will set the offense. Malosnik tries to drive, kicks it out.
Well, you hear Coach Huppenthal right in front of us. He's telling them to move, and he's exactly right. You make the defense much easier to play when you don't move. Now they're moving.
Here's a 3 ball. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Woodard. Elmore control the offense. Just under a minute gone here in the second quarter.
Go ahead.
There's a strip by Clayton. Elmore got back there, thought she got all ball, but she got a little bit of Clayton's arm. So that's going to be Elmore's second. So Nadia Clayton goes to the line and misses that free throw. And she gets the back end. So she's on the board with 1.
Still just a 12-point lead, but man, Lake Central needs a spark here offensively. They have just really not found their rhythm yet.
McIntosh now. Here's Elmore, back to McIntosh. Ernstis now. Hounded by Wimberly.
Well, when you're not shooting the ball well, the best way to make that up, John, is defensively. Get some defense, turn it into offense.
Woodard got the easy jumper. Just too much height.
Yeah, Woodard's been the difference maker. She is playing very, very well.
Wimberly got in the lane and got the bucket.
Well, that's the spark clearly that Lake Central was looking for, and she's just a young lady to do that. Wimberly with a really good dribble drive to the hoop.
And that's Olivia Elmore's 3rd foul.
That's a bunch early.
So she's going to have to take a seat here. And that'll bring Riley Byford into the contest, a sophomore. And Wimberly completes a three-point play the conventional way. So she's got 6. Clayton picked up the foul on the reach.
Clayton really trying to play hard defense, so once again, there's that reach. There you see the reach. That's just a foul, whether you like it or not.
So Byford inbound into Woodard. Guarded by Clayton. Size advantage. 3-ball, McIntosh. Got
Bingo.
it.
Listen, Woodard drew all that attention and had the wherewithal to kick it out to the open player.
You mentioned it, Jen. She always has her eyes
Great court vision.
all over the court.
Yep, really sees her players in the court well.
Here's Wimberly. Got into the paint, but was bothered by a few Panther defenders. Now Woodard will push. Kicks it out. Another 3-ball. That one in and out. Tipped around, saved. There's Ernstis.
But that's just being in the right place at the right time. And boy, right now, Jennings County is just on all cylinders.
And that ball stolen by Woodard in and out of the hands of Anaya Bishop.
Boy, you hate getting that burn another timeout if you're Lake Central, John, but Panthers get something here. They may need to take another timeout.
Woodard now for 3. Front iron no good. Rebound, Byford on the ground. Wimberly comes up with it. And she'll run. Malosnik, 3 blocked. Now Woodard with it. Ernstis, 3.
Got it. Man, they're comfortable right now. Body language and comfort go hand in hand in scoring, and clearly the Panthers have it going, John.
And a timeout needs to be called. We'll take one too. The lead has gotten to 19. You're watching Game 2 of the Hall of Fame Classic on the ISC Sports Network. (28-9). The advantage here in the second quarter with 4:31 left to play. And Jennings County has come out on fire here in the second quarter.
Well, they're the first of the 50-50 balls. They're getting offensive rebounds. All that stuff's energy. Coach Eppenthal keeps talking about, girls, listen, if we don't start matching their energy, it's going to be a problem. And so he's trying to get this team making some substitutions, but he's trying to emphasize girls right now, the difference in this game is flat out energy of an overall look.
2 kind of equidistant bus drives. I mean, Jennings County just a little bit less than Lake Central, but you think about fatigue, you think about wear and tear. Could be even for both clubs, but Jennings County just came ready to play.
Well, it's one of the things, my son played college basketball, and you see it today, that it's one of the things real difficult to learn in the college game is so much travel. You have to adapt and be ready to play regardless.
And another turnover. That's going to force Coach Joel Huppenthal to make a substitution. Kennedy Burks comes in for Riley Malosnik.
Well, if you're Lake Central, you just want that spark. You want somebody provide a couple back-to-back sparks.
Woodard deep 3 and canned it.
She's playing not right now. She is flat out locked in, wants the ball, has 4 assists, and just playing an overall great ball game.
So here's Wimberly. She's been the lone bright spot right now and misses that one wide. Woodard with the rebound, and she'll take it up.
Woodard on the rebound, Woodard on the dribble, Woodard on the assist. I mean, have we left anything out, John?
She has at the top. And good defense there by Clayton.
Dribbled
off
off
the
her
foot.
Yep, a little too much dribbling that time.
So Lexia Weema will inbound here. Nia Bishop takes a seat into the hands of Vanessa Wimberly. The high Indian with 6.
Get up, get up.
Leonard on the drive. Got it up there, but just couldn't finish. Rebounded by Woodard.
Yeah, she had a lengthy defender right in front of her. Kind of had to put a little more extra arch on that thing.
Go do it.
You know, the thing you know so much about Jennings County is they're always moving. We've talked, we continue, but it is such a difference maker.
And a little bit of a hesitation call as that coach Christy Sigler calls a 30-second timeout. And we'll keep it here. So the lead is 22, Jan, and just right now is that Lake Central just needs to find a fire somewhere.
Yeah, we keep saying that, and so does their coach. And if you had some magical formula, you could just make that happen. You'd sell it, make a lot of money, but clearly they just got to find that spark. But there is a huge difference there. The overall height advantage has taken its toll by Jennings County. And right now, Lake Central, look, they're going with a really small lineup right now to get some quickness for stealing.
Hoops in Henry County. Take your shot in Henry County. Basketball destinations and so much more. Visit hoopsinhenry.com for trip planning ideas. McIntosh inbound. Now Ernstis. Started by Clayton. Little pressure.
Yep.
Down low to Woodard. Off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound. Up and under, and she got it.
Yeah, just the difference in offensive board is really taking its toll right now.
Wimberly all the way to the cup and easy with the right hand.
Well, they're going to trap. They got a smaller lineup. We talked about that. Now they're trying to go with quickness, and they're going to trap at full court and half court. And you really just have no choice. You got to create something here.
Ernstis bothered by Wimberly. Down low. Ernstis couldn't finish. Hit the bottom of the backboard. So Woodard picks up the foul after the errant shot.
That's just her first.
So Woodard leading all scorers with 13.
Molly got two.
The Panthers going to say, listen, you can trap, so can we. So they're trying to trap up top as well.
Here's Clayton. Kicks it out to Wimberly. Here's a 3-ball. Long. Ernstis with the backside rebound.
Had a clean look, just didn't get a good look, just didn't get a good shot at it.
Now under 2 left here in the first half. Woodard now on the elbow. McIntosh trying to find a seam. Good defense here from Lake Central.
Yeah, they picked that part of it up a little bit.
But Clayton has to be careful. Here's McIntosh. Through the wickets of Woodard. Should get a foul called on Awema.
Buck 27 left in this one in the first half, 22-point lead.
So Ernstis gets it over the timeline. And the pressure is picked up for Lake Central.
And rightfully so.
3-ball Ernstis, front iron no good, but the long rebound back in the hands of McIntosh. They'll swing it. Another baseline jumper, that's short. Ball kicked out, Byford got it. Down low to Woodard and drew the foul going up.
Well, they're just keeping their hands on the ball. They keep it alive, couple touches there, enough to keep it on your part of the court, and just that 50-50 ball is clearly in Jennings County favor.
So that's 2 on Bryn Leonard. And Woodard gets the roll. And she's got her average here in the first half.
Under a minute.
it, Maddie. Flatten it a little bit.
You're like Central right now, John. You want to finish strong.
Clayton found a seam, but she found Julianne Woodard too. And that'll bring in Riley Milosnik. Riley's father, Dave, longtime head coach of the boys squad.
I heard you talking about that earlier.
Just retiring last year.
Kansas.
One heck of a career there at Lake Central. Was a state runner-up back in 2014 for the Indians on the boys' side. So Dave, enjoy it. He's got a heck of a team there. Lake Central, saw them yesterday. Here's a long three, corner, no good. Rebound by Burks. Over to Wimberly. And 26 even left on the clock. Lake Central will probably hold for a final shot here. They need one, down 24. So Burks to inbound. Gets the hands of Wimberly. Long three. Side iron, no. Woodard with it. 10 seconds to work. Here's Ernstis. Into the hands of Woodard. She'll take it into the hole. We got a block.
Woodard hit the deck pretty well there. Well, she is a really outstanding rebounder. You know, a lot of these transition buckets have been because of her rebounding.
So it's be taken out on the baseline with 3 seconds left here in the first half. Woodard will take a seat. She did hit the ground pretty hard there, so no reason to have her out there. With the 24-point advantage to Ernstis. Got to turn and shoot. She does. Front iron no good. And that'll end it, but not before the Jennings County Panthers jump out to a 24-point lead over the Lake Central Indians. We'll take a break ourselves. It's Game 2 of the Hall of Fame Classic. You're watching it on the ISC Sports Network.
Take your shot in an iconic gym or at a state-of-the-art range. Make a memory in the world's largest high school fieldhouse or at one of the state's best fishing lakes. Experience history at a museum dedicated to Indiana basketball or at the birthplace of a founder of flight. When you travel to Henry County, Indiana, you'll see that basketball lives here, along with so much more. Visit hoopsandhenry.com to plan your visit.
If the time comes, be ready. Learn CPR and join the nation of lifesavers. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as a national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
And gets the highlights. Now he takes the look away and he puts it
away. Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
The home of Hoosiers.
Where legends live.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
a giant field house.
And basketball courts in every park.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
Family.
And friends.
And team.
And fans.
Basketball in Henry County, Indiana means
Memories.
And history.
And future.
And hope.
Basketball
Lives
here.
Basketball lives here in Henry County, Indiana.
In Game 2 of our 4-game slate here at the Hall of Fame Classic on IHSAA Sports Network has the Jennings County Panthers with a 24-point advantage over the Lake Central Indians, 35-11. Alongside my broadcast partner, Jan Bozier, I'm John Cupo. And Jan, as much as you can say in that first half, it was just all Jennings County right from the opening tip.
Yeah, that's one thing about TV. We can't sugarcoat it because it was pretty obvious. And I'm sure Lake Central fans are pretty disappointed how their team came out and played. Let's see what they can figure out here at halftime. But, I mean, just call it what they were flat. They tried to generate it on the defensive side on that second. And Coach Heppenthal, multiple timeouts, guys, go. If you don't remotely match their energy, we have no shot. And it was clearly all the intangibles, the rebounding, the 50-50 balls, all those things, Jennings County won in that first half.
And one thing that you just cannot overlook is the play of 00 Julianne Woodard, who was doing it on the offensive side, not just on the scoring, leading all scorers with 15 points, but the passing, the off-the-ball movement, just finding open teammates. But then you get back on the defensive floor, the block shots, the hustle on the floor, just creating turnovers everywhere. 00 has just been doing it everything this afternoon.
Yeah, well said. She's in that realm of those two all-stars we've seen in Game 1. She's that caliber of player for a senior. She's clearly got to be talked about in as far as one of the women all-stars. She does it all. I mean, I don't think you left anything out. And most or a lot of the points that Jennings County's manufactured was because how she rebounded and got the ball out for transition. And then on the other side, great assist down in the half court and a good shooter.
So we look at the other side. Lake Central clearly in an offensive drought, hasn't been able to really stop anything. Jennings County, a few three-pointers, but really just doing it on every aspect of the game. Mid-range jumpers, down low in the paint, the three-point shot. When you look at the offensive output that Lake Central has to do, you can't look really any further than number 23, Vanessa Wimberly, really able to get anywhere she wants on the court. Not a deep ball threat, but she's able to get in the lane. Don't you just send her down there, see what she can get, maybe get a foul, get to the line, get 2 shots. She's put in 2 3-point plays already. Just send number 23 down there.
Well, there's 2 sets of people who have to recognize that, to your point. Her team does and she does. When she has it, she's got to go. They have to recognize right now she's their avenue of scoring. So both those people, and I'm sure Coach Heppenthal will make that really clear in his 8th year at this school, that they have got to get the ball and work around here. But here's the other thing. For Lake Central to get back in this game, they got to press. They got to come out and press from the door to the other door, full court, half court. They have no shot at getting back in this game if they don't make some defense to offense type moves.
It's a 24-point advantage for the Jennings County Panthers, ranked number 5. Can the ranked number 10 Lake Central Indians make a run here in the second half? We'll see. We'll come back with more at the Hall of Fame Classic, Game 2 of a 4-game slate right here on the IHSAA Sports Network.
Take your shot in an iconic gym or at a state-of-the-art range. Make a memory in the world's largest high school fieldhouse or at one of the state's best fishing lakes. Experience history at a museum dedicated to Indiana basketball or at the birthplace of a founder of flight. When you travel to Henry County, Indiana, you'll see that basketball lives here, along with so much more. Visit hoopsandhenry.com to plan your visit.
If the time comes, be ready. Learn CPR and join the nation of lifesavers. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as the national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
Back with the halftime highlights here at the Hall of Fame Classic, game 2 of our 4-game slate on the IHSAA Sports Network. And Jan, really that first half belonged to the 6-foot senior Julianne Woodard, 0-0.
Well, right here's just shy of a highlight reel, not intended for her. She sees the court so well. 2 or 3 at that of this clip, just gorgeous passes. She's got great length, strong, and then does it on the defensive side, and then does it rebounding. I think she did it all in the first half.
And as we mentioned in this clip that we're showing right here, Vanessa Wimberly. We saw her with quite the display of dribbling at half court prior to and during pregame. She's quick with the ball. She's quick with her feet, able to get to the cup. She doesn't have the size, but the speed. She can get to the line when she needs to. It's almost a feast or famine thing. Since no one else has shown any offensive prowess for the Indians, you got to give it to someone. Let 23 create.
Well, part of their problem, because I know they like to transition, is they're not rebounding to the caliber you have. Transition's about rebounding first. A lot of people don't get that. Say, well, why don't you run? Well, you can't run if you don't rebound, because you got to start it with the rebound. So they've got to do a better job on the boards in order to get some freebies, as I call them.
And Jan, you had mentioned in the pregame about the balanced scoring of Lake Central throughout the year, that they don't have anybody in double digits. Well, right now, out of those 11 points, Wimberly has 8 of them.
Yeah, that's it.
So they need to find someone else to start putting the ball in the cylinder if Lake Central has any chance to creep back into this one, down 24.
And they cannot allow Jennings County to get the same start in the second half as they got in the first half, or this thing's going to be a running clock in a hurry.
We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back with half number 2 in game 2 of the Hall of Fame Classic on the IHSAA Sports Network. The lead is 24 for the Jennings County Panthers, sitting at 13-1, riding an 11-game winning streak. Lake Central Indians, 12-2, ranked 10th in the state, but they have some work to do here in the second half. Jan Bozier, John Cupo here with you for a great day of basketball. We got the first 2 games here. Game 1 was a good one. It was almost like this, Jan. You know, game 1, it seemed it was going to get out of hand, but it didn't. Columbia City was playing toe-to-toe with, excuse me, I don't know where that came from, but Indian Creek. You know, the score kind of a little out of hand, but Indian Creek made a run there at the end, and it was just quality baskets. As that Columbia City just played solid through the whole thing. Didn't get as much as 24, but they crept back. Let's see if Lake Central can do the same. They got to chip away. They're not going to get 24 back in one shot. They just got to get stops and get some baskets on the offensive end.
It's going to be created on the defensive side. Then they need to find a couple runs in the next quarter and a half.
But where is the offense going to come from other than here, number 23, Vanessa Wimberly? She's got it now. Here's Olivia Clayton, no good. And that ball rebounded by Ernstis.
Yeah, rebounding, the difference in rebounding has clearly been the difference maker in this ball game.
Watch the stagger.
Olivia Elmore. Cross court off the back of Wimberly. That ball kind of left out of nowhere, but picked up by the Indians. So here's Wimberly. 3 ball. Back iron no good. Up in the air.
The rebounding difference shot in that first half was 25-9. So that there's part of your problem.
So here's Elmore to Ernstis. They'll swing it. Woodard for 3, and she starts off hot.
She is so good.
She's up to 18.
She is so good.
Not even a hesitation on that shot.
You can't be. You got to be confident, and you develop that confidence during the summer. Shoot 1,000 shots a day from behind there, and you'll hit a few.
Here's Clayton.
Well, the pressure defense by Jennings County has been really good. That they've decided to take away that outside shot.
Loznick now down low. Right hand jumper, no good off the iron.
They got the
Woodard
shot.
with the rebound. Up ahead, Ernstis. One-on-one. Too easy.
Yep. Jennings, or Lake Central got the shot they wanted, just didn't get it to fall.
So now the lead is 29. 5-0 run here to start the quarter for the Panthers. And in and out.
Wow. You can't get
so even on a good shot.
Can't get any closer than that. Just didn't fall through.
On the drive. And that's going to be a foul. So Olivia Elmore took it strong to the cup and drew the foul against Nadia Clayton. That's going to be her third. Elmore sinks that. That's her first points.
Yep, there's 30-point lead.
And she averages close to 13. She's got 2. So now the lead is 31.
There you go, Molly. There you go, Molly.
Here's Anaya Bishop.
Stay down. Whoa. Nothing right. Good, head up.
And blocked from behind from Woodard. Bishop got a step, but Woodard recovered and blocked that from behind. It'll stay with the Indians, though.
Woodard is a whole lot closer to 6'2" than she is 6 foot.
Yeah, the media guide is not right.
She's good height, good length.
Good look down low, just in and out of the hands of Anaya Bishop. She was there.
Yeah, she was. Just passed a little strong, but just didn't get it.
And Jan, something I'm noticing right now, it doesn't look like anybody on Lake Central actually wants to hold on and control the basketball for the Indians right now.
But you've got to find it within yourself and situate. This is not fun. When you get down like this, you find out who your leaders are and those kids who can pick the pace up here a little bit.
And we got some moisture on the basketball.
That thing went up to about row 10.
You can see it here. Just one of the most unique gyms that you're ever going to see. I know a lot of people around here in Indiana know this gym very well. I've seen it plenty of times here in the IHSAA Sports Network. My first time entering this iconic gymnasium.
It's different, isn't it?
It's fantastic.
The low ground.
Woodard, elbow, got it.
Oh, man.
Just a pure stroke, and she's up to 20. So the lead is 33. And for those watching at home, once a game gets to 35 points, it is a running clock, just as it is in football.
Yep.
And it could be right here on this possession. Elmore. Just orchestrating the offense. She'll kick it over. Ernstis for 3. There it is.
Yep.
So Molly Ernstis up to 13 points. The lead is 36, and that clock will continue to run.
Log it up.
The exception of timeouts and injuries. Here's a 3-ball. Back iron no good. Good inside
There you
rebound.
go.
And good putback from Ayla Krieger.
They needed that from Ayla.
Woodard. Kick out. Ernstis, 3. Back iron no good. And Krieger comes down with the board.
Yeah, Krieger with a couple good plays now.
Now here's Wimberly. Into the paint, kick out. Elbow jumper, front iron no good. Rebound Woodard.
Woodard with easily double-double now.
Check the assist numbers after this one.
Probably
She may get a triple-double after this.
That's a good point. She very well may have a triple-double.
Ernstis, 3. Front iron no good, but a good hustle rebound. Up and under no good. But a lot of hustle from Olivia Elmore to get that rebound. Came up short, and she'll go to the line.
Yeah, you don't become a good three-point shooter just by turning it on or off. All that is developed during the summertime. It just shoot. Shooting camps, just nonstop. And then it becomes a confidence thing, you know. It forms one thing, but then you have to match confidence that you just know it's going in when you release it.
So Coach Huppenthal sends in Kennedy Burks and Bryn Leonard. And Coach Sigler will send in Avon Belding and Riley Byford. And Olivia Elmore now up to 4. Wimberly with that speed, but cut off. Leonard, baseline, and got fouled. So in a rarity, Bryn Leonard got by Woodard, able to draw the foul. She'll go to the line for 2.
And the key right now for Lake Central is to play through this. You know, it's just things haven't went their way today. It's one game. There's a whole lot of basketball we played. Now you just work to get it, just work out the kinks and just stay competitive. You got another game right at, you know, after this.
And one thing Coach Joe Huppenthal isn't looking at. He's not looking at stats. He's not looking at anything other than who's going to continue to play.
You have to, because a lot of games to be played yet, 6 or 7, and you're going to have one of these. That we always talk about basketball being a marathon, not a sprint.
And Olivia Elmore got into the lane, missed it. None of Julian Woodard to clean up the rebound, and she got fouled on the way up. So she's going to go to the line, looking for points 21 and 22.
Yeah, see that one?
And she missed.
Take
her out, Coach. She's done.
Left her hands a little slow that time. Didn't quite get the arch and the rotation. There you go.
Found it that one. So now she's got 21.
You can tell good shooters when it leaves their hand. Ball rotation and arch.
So here's Wimberly.
Back in.
Out of Burke. She lost it. Regains control. Clayton, hard drive into lane, but swatted away. It'll stay with Lake Central. The clock moving, under 2 minutes now. Left in the third, the lead is 36.
Timeout.
And Chrissy Sigler is going to call a timeout with 1:42 left. We'll take one too. You're watching game 2 of 4 here at the Hall of Fame Classic on the IHSAA Sports Network.
Take your shot in an iconic gym or at a state-of-the-art range. Make a memory in the world's largest high school fieldhouse or at one of the state's best fishing lakes. Experience history at a museum dedicated to Indiana basketball or at the birthplace of a founder of flight. When you travel to Henry County, Indiana, you'll see that basketball lives here, along with so much more. Visit hoopsandhenry.com to plan your visit.
In addition to learning hands-only CPR, the American Heart Association encourages schools, businesses, and other organizations to have a cardiac emergency response plan. Free templates and resources are available from the American Heart Association. Simply scan the QR code now that you see on your screen. That ball knocked out of bounds.
Well, I think they got her for a foul. Not
they do?
Oh, yeah, on the arm, yep. I think that may be 4, 3 or 4. It's 3.
That's 3 on Woodard.
Yep.
So that sends
she wasn't happy about it, but
Awema to the line. And can't finish that. Does stop the clock, though. A lot of ball there, but she did come down on the arm. A slow-mo replay. Again, our referees do not have that. But still playing hard. Up 36. And she gets the back end. And a steal. So here's Wimberly. Burks now tried to turn the corner. Now here's Leonard. Got in the lane. Drops it down low to Awema. But Ernsth's there to come backside to block that one out of bounds. It'll stay with Lake Central.
you got to get that ball underneath. You got to go up hard with your legs. If it's all arms, you're a little more susceptible to get your shot blocked.
And that was a backside cut. Good idea, but blocked again.
Go get it, go get it.
Under a minute. Ball on the ground. Woodard comes up with it. Numbers. Good look down low, but couldn't finish. Again, comes up short.
But two offensive rebounds. Yeah, the offensive rebounds.
Elmore kicks it back out. 30 seconds. Ernstis to Woodard. Long three. And she missed everything. So Lake Central has to move. That clock is running. They'll get it into the hands of Wimberley. 10 seconds to work with. Can Lake Central get something here? Positive momentum ending the fourth. 5 seconds. They got to move. Here's a three ball. Front iron, no good. Rebound. And that'll end it. So the lead is 35 at the end of three. We'll take a break. 8 more minutes of basketball coming up on Game 2 of 4 here at the Hall of Fame Classic on the IHSAA Sports Network.
If the time comes, be ready. Learn CPR and join the nation of lifesavers. Nearly 3 out of 4 cardiac arrests that don't happen in hospitals happen in homes. CPR saved my life. I've teamed up with the American Heart Association as the national ambassador to help create a nation of lifesavers, turning bystanders into lifesavers through CPR education and access to AEDs. Join me to ensure everyone has the chance to live longer, healthier lives. Visit heart.org/nation.
Hoops in Henry County. Take your shot in Henry County. Basketball destinations and so much more. Visit hoopsinhenry.com for trip planning ideas. Alongside my broadcast partner, Jan Bozier, I'm John Cupo. And Jan, we got a 35-point lead with a running clock, 8 minutes left. I don't want to say it's over, but at this point, if you're Coach Joe Huppenthal, we kind of briefed on it in that third quarter. Now you're playing for pride. Now you're playing to see which kids are going to go out there, still play your best basketball possible, give it all. It's a long bus ride back to Lake Central. So what do you do at this point?
Well, don't forget they'll play.
That's right. They got another ball game tonight.
Yeah, so that's what you want. Listen, the best thing you can do when you've had a bad outing is to play immediately. Put this. You got to have a short memory in sports sometimes, but it's just not been their day shooting. They've scored 5, 6, and 4 in each one of the quarters. It's just clearly not been their day, but clearly Jennings County defense has had a lot to say about this.
And what we'll have tonight is we'll have Greg Rakestraw and Jane Schott on tonight's calls to finish up the girls' slate, and then they'll be back at it tomorrow.
Yeah, if everything holds true, it should be a good one. Columbia City, really good this morning, assuming that Jennings County hangs on here. That's going to be one to watch.
There's Woodard now, pump fake, kicks it out, and that ball off. Woodard hustles for it, and into the hands of Byford, but there's a turnover. So the Indians come up with it. Here's Leonard. Now Burks. Looking down low. And Faith Harrison into the ball game. Awima was down there. Just a tick off on the pass and was knocked out of bounds, but it'll stay with the Indians.
See, and the problem you have with Jennings County, a lot of people, well, why don't you take out your starters? Well, what you need to do is them to finish strong for tonight, so you don't want them to get cold or not lose any momentum on what they have done. So there's that fine line between, substituting and keeping your good players fresh.
So a foul on Kennedy Burks there. Ball was on the ground and ended up in the hands of the Panthers, and Kennedy Burks got a hold on that one, so her first.
Hands.
And outside of the game tonight for Lake Central, they're going to play the Cougars at Kankakee Valley the day after New Year's. That was kind of behind. That was Larry Burdish right there. That was behind the backboard, but remains. Here's a three ball. Got
Bingo.
it. And look at this. Off the bench, Alexis Carson. Did I just sort of see the triple sign come from that there, Jan?
I think we got waved at. I think we did. Got to have a little fun. Life's too short.
I thought Gamebridge was 30 minutes due west of here.
And
Therese Halliburton out there.
Listen, they'd love to end up there too.
Of course, that's where they hold the state finals.
Not that far away.
Another three ball. She was looking to get 6 real quick. Here's Ernstis. She'll shoot it for 3, and she'll get it.
Well,
so Molly Ernstis with 16.
Today has been their day, and the other team has not been their day.
There's a 3 ball. Woodard gets that air ball. Now they're run it. Up ahead. And 1. Riley Byford out ahead of the pack. Puts it in, gets the foul. She'll go to the line for 1. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Burks.
Underneath.
There you go.
There's a good dish down low.
Yep.
Alex Mizak gets on the board, a 5'8" sophomore. The lead 41, just under 4:30 left here in the 4th quarter.
Well, listen, three-point shooting for Jennings County has not been surprising. They've averaged 38% through the season so far, 14 games, shooting 38%. So that it's not just like they came in here today and started shooting threes.
Ernstis into the lane, throws it up, and she took steps.
They can find people here at Newcastle for providing stats. Never take that for granted.
Absolutely. Just a hospitality overall.
Yeah,
the entire
just
staff here at Newcastle has been fantastic.
Well, it's not like they haven't ran a few of these. And listen, this building has had sectionals, regionals, and semi-states because I've been here for a lot of them. So they're pretty adept at knowing how to run a tournament.
They've taken care of us fantastic here, so we appreciate everything that they've done. As Bryn Leonard gets to the cup for 2, that's her first basket. That ball on the ground. Got a tie up. In favor of Lake Central.
Well, I'll tell you that I really am excited about this matchup tonight with Jennings County and Columbia City. I think that's going to be a
You got 2 very fundamentally sound teams, coached extremely well.
They both can shoot. They go
and
inside,
a 3 ball
outside. There you go. That's what
from
they've been
Kennedy
waiting.
Burks.
They've been waiting on that today. Finally got one. And it should be a dandy.
And redemption's game for Indian Creek and Lake Central.
Yeah. Yep, that'll be good as well. Want to come back and play hard.
Again, Greg Rakestraw and Jane Schott will have those. First game will start at 6, and then the championship after that. Here's a 3 ball. No good. And just a tie up there, and that's going to stay with the Panthers. Kelly Skirka, a freshman for Coach Joe Huppenthal. See the court. Here approaching 2 minutes. Jan, as we wind down here, want to wish you and yours
Same
a
team,
very,
brother.
very happy and safe New Year's.
Our first time together. We've enjoyed it thoroughly.
It's been a fantastic experience.
Yep.
Pleasure working with you this morning and afternoon. I want to thank Jordan, our camera people, everybody for the ISC here.
And they got 2 more to go, so they're just getting warmed up.
Yeah, they're going to be here a while. We get to go home, but I want to wish everybody on the crew.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It's been a fantastic year. Just all the games we've got to do in 2023.
And there's been a bunch here in the last couple of weeks.
We've been busy.
Yes, sir. Love
Greg
every
and
bit
crew
of
have
it.
been keeping us busy, but want to thank him and
Kokomo tournament, the North Central
North
tournament,
Central,
this
Brownsburg,
tournament.
Sneakers for Santa is just everything.
We'll be at Marion University tomorrow, so a lot of basketball.
But just appreciate all the opportunities, our other colleagues.
Oh, yeah.
That we get a chance to work with.
There you go.
There's a nice little hook shot.
Gets a few more people involved.
Cheyenne Leslie gets on the board. But to everybody watching at home, too, wish you a very, very happy New Year.
Yeah,
and best of everything to you in 2024.
And listen, for Lake Central fans, this is one game. They'll put it behind them, and you're going to have some of those.
You've got a good ball club.
You do. Listen, you didn't come in here 12-2, and your 2 losses to highly ranked ball clubs. It's just sometimes it's not your day, and this was just one of them, so they'll rebound. They'll be fine. And they're in that sectional 1. They have their own sectional 1, 7 teams, and that's a tough one.
So with 10 seconds coming up on the clock, they'll just hold it, and that'll wrap it up. And it's going to be the Jennings County Panthers and the Columbia City Lady Eagles for the championship later on tonight. That'll do it. Your final, 60-22. That's game 2 of our 4-game slate. Games 3 and 4, 6 and 7 p.m. From our broadcast partner, Jan Bozier, and our entire ISC Sports Network crew, I am John Cupo, and we wish everybody a very happy and safe New Year. 60-22, our final from the Hall of Fame Classic, right here on the ISC Sports Network. Have a great rest of your Friday, everybody.
Got the dunk, got the poster, and gets the highlights.